Hi everybody, Tekking101 here to review Bleach chapter number 503. Oh, okay, what about Naruto? Oh, seriously? One Piece? Toriko? Oh, what about Bakuman? Oh, come on, oh wow, it's over? What, really? Huh. Well, I need to pay closer attention to things. Okay then, well, that only leaves one manga left that I actually read, so, looks like we're doing a review of G.E. Good Ending! It's a romance manga! Wow, we actually had a whole title card set up for that. That's interesting. Okay, so probably the first thing you're going to be saying to yourself is, wait, Tekking101, I thought you were all about shonen action series. Guys beating the crap out of each other with swords, turning into boxes and shooting energy beams at each other. Guys that are made of rubber. Oh, okay, that one's not as, maybe exciting, but you get my gist, okay? What's with this random romance manga out of nowhere? Well, here's the thing. I do like shonen action series. I mean, I talk about them all the freaking time. But here's the thing. It's nice to have a little bit of balance in your life, you know? I mean, call me crazy, but sometimes it's just nice to read a story that doesn't involve a wandering samurai or a mage or somebody that gets entrusted with the powers of death to defeat an entire army that's made up of symbolic German icons. You know what I'm saying? It's just nice to read a story about regular people, regular life, and regular problems. And that's what G.E. Good Ending is to me. So the first thing I should probably do is give you a quick rundown of the plot. Now, the series is only about 140 chapters, so if I really wanted to, I could probably give you a review of the entire series. We might be here for a while, but I'm sure it probably could be done. But I don't want to do that with this. I really want you guys to, if you like, the brief description I give to you, if you write this kind of like slice-of-life, romancy type manga, then go read it. It's good. I really enjoy it. I've been reading it for about maybe a year now. So, a little bit about the plot. It's quite simple. We have a second-year high school student, Seiji Utsumi, who's our main character, who has a one-requited love for a girl that is the captain of the school's tennis club named Sho. Well, I mean, at least he thinks it's unrequited. You see, he doesn't actually talk to her. He just kind of hangs out on the sidelines and watches her play tennis through a pair of binoculars or hides behind bushes or... Wow, he's supposed to be the main character, huh? Yeah, weird. Actually, it's not really that creepy. Okay, it's a little bit creepy, but it's not that creepy because it's actually a main focus of the first chapter that how he's just so incredibly hopeless with this girl. He can't even talk to her. There was even a scene where they hold hands and he freaks out and runs away crying. Let me repeat that. A girl holds his hand and he runs away crying because he's so happy. So yeah, scenes like that are a little bit over the top, but the point is that this guy needs help. Enter this girl, Yuki Kurakawa. She's on the tennis club as well and in the same class as Seiji, and actually, interestingly enough, after finding out that, well, Seiji was blatantly creeping on them with a pair of binoculars, instead of getting mad, she actually offers to help Seiji in confessing his love to Sho, and thus is the plot to Good Ending. It's quite simple at first. Guy's hopelessly romantic failure, so this girl offers to help him. Signs him up for the tennis club team and even goes on a rehearsal date with him and just teaches him all this stuff about dating, and, honestly, it works. The thing about this kind of manga is, when I'm talking about Bleach, when I'm talking about Naruto, I'm always talking about, oh, okay, this character is driven by this certain, incident in their life, and this is the reason, this is their ultimate goal, and this is why they have to win, and this is the fault with this character. But, with this, it's honestly something I can't do. I can't, critique this guy's life. He's just a normal high school student, albeit, a little bit over the top sometimes, like I've said, holding a girl's hand, runs away crying. I mean, if you're attending high school, if you already went to high school, you would probably know this guy. Maybe not over the top, but, you would know this guy, like this shy guy that just stays in the corner and doesn't really talk to many girls. I know. That was me. So, that's probably part of the reason why I can relate with this character. I started reading Good Ending about a month into my senior year of high school, so I really related a lot with the character at the moment. So, that's how the plot starts out, and, I was debating whether or not to mention what happens next, but, this whole thing happens in, the first 20 chapters of the series, so I don't think I'm going to be giving too many spoilers away. But, essentially, Yuki actually does help out with Seiji enough to actually get a date with Sho. All of this happens within, I think, the first 15 chapters, and the plot seems to be moving around really quickly, because at the beginning of the series, you're moving toward this guy wants to date this girl, and maybe like 15 chapters later, okay, there you go, plot resolved. And I read that, and I'm just like, how does that work? Because I think the series was like 50 chapters at this point. I'm like, it progressed rather quickly, or rather not, it progressed rather naturally. I mean, honestly, if the whole plot revolved around that one situation and the plot was still going on like 140 chapters later, and like, wow, he still hasn't gotten a date with this girl 140 chapters later, what I'm saying is the series progresses naturally. But anyway, as I was saying, he actually gets a date with her, but through a series of events, he ends up actually not going on the date, and it looks like Sho's going to be dating somebody else instead. After a little bit of a depression, Seiji discovers that he actually develops feelings for Yuki and pursues that goal instead. Which again makes sense. I mean, this girl that you were going to date ends up having another boyfriend and ends up not being interested in you. Who are you most likely going to fall back on? Maybe the girl that you've become a close friend with over the past few chapters and discovered that, you know, she's trying to help you out with her relationship and you've actually went on dates with her before. Maybe that would make sense. So, yeah, that's the basic plot in a, you know, nutshell to good ending. It's only like the first 20 chapters. Other characters are introduced as well. And, you know, once again, it's kind of like the same thing. Like, if you went to high school, to a lesser extent, because some of these characters are a little bit over the top, they are a manga series, but to a certain extent, you've probably seen some of these characters. We have a shy girl. We have an outgoing girl who's a little bit promiscuous. We have the guy that, you know, dates a bunch of girls. We have a guy that's interested in sports. You know, I also like about the series that they don't just follow Seiji's, you know, relationship with the girls that he likes. We actually get a few stories about, you know, the side characters dating, you know, who they like, what's going on with them, and they're entertaining as well. The story is just really just a slice of life, regular high school romance thing, you know, date a girl, break up with a girl, they deal with all that stuff, and I just really enjoy it. Probably the final thing I want to mention about the series, and it's just another thing that I love so much, is just the art style. It's amazing how these characters are drawn, the detail, like the eyes and everything. It's just really cool. The artist is Sasuga K, I believe. So, you know, if this seems like something you would like, check it out. You know, if you're saying to yourself, say, go back to reviewing Bleach! You suck at this! Don't worry. Next week, I believe the Bleach chapter will be out. I'll be back to doing that next week. But I thought, you know, I wanted to do something different for a change and not just talk about a series where the main character has a sword and beats the crap out of his opponent with some uber power he just unlocked through the magic of sheer willpower. You know, slice of life, standard story. Like it if you don't. That's about it. Thanks for watching this random mystery review of romance manga. Tekking101 signing out. Really hope this doesn't blow up in my face later on. See you guys.